Alright, so what did they say?
You're gonna YouTube about my pain.
I'm gonna YouTube about our travel experiences.
Our real life.
Yes, real life. We booked our stay at Niagara Falls way in advance because it fell over a holiday weekend. By the time I got around to making the rest of our New York reservations, I had a really hard time finding places for us to stay. We got lucky though, and we found a place for just a couple of nights at Letchworth State Park. Jonah quickly made a new friend. Oh, Jonah, that's pretty cool. You found a snail?
Yep.
Where'd you find him?
Over there on a leaf.
Over there on a leaf?
Yeah.
He seems to like you.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He likes you?
Mm-hmm.
You're a likable guy.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. Did you name him yet?
What do you think I should name him, though?
I don't know, maybe Sam the snail? He's leaving a little slime on you.
I know.
He's got a cool house.
Yeah, it's a cell.
Any guesses who is outside behind the camera?
Outside.
Who's outside?
Don't know.
Jonah. Yeah. Where's Jonah?
A day.
That boy needs to get down. Jonah, get down.
A day. Then. Up and day.
Jonah Reed, get down. I was not feeling very well by the time we got to the park, and I think I just picked up a cold or something while we were at Niagara and all the crowds. And so thankfully this park is one that you can drive and still see all the overlooks and everything, and I didn't even really have to get out of the truck all that much.
Yeah.
What'd you see, Zachary?
What diamond? Middle, I see middle, I see upper. I don't see the lower. Big.
A big ant?
Yeah.
Was it climbing on you?
No.
No, that's good. This is where that ant lives.
Big ant.
Big ant.
Yeah.
Okay. Big ant. I told Mom. Did you hear him? He said, told Mom.
I found a huge spider over there.
Oh, Zachary told me he found a big ant.
Look, it's a spider. It was like that big with
Oh.
its legs.
Yucky, I don't like spiders.
Yeah.
Daddy doesn't like spiders either.
Messy.
So we're going on a short little hike to see the Letchworth Upper Falls.
The next day, we were supposed to move to Watkins Glen. also in the Finger Lakes region, but a little bit more central. And I really was not feeling very well, but we really didn't have a choice. We didn't have any flexibility with our reservations, and we just had to muscle through and get there.
Alright, we're picking on our black spoons tonight. Grilled fish, corn on the cob. We had a freeloader. Somebody not paying rent. He hitched a ride. Where was he living?
Alright, see, we're gonna throw it.
Up on top of the roof by the drain line,
Go get it.
drain channel.
Put him on the tree.
Are you ready?
Who knows where he's from? Probably the last stop, I would guess. Because we know there were snails there.
He's sliming me.
You need to go wash your hands too.
Where do snails live? On trees?
And leaves, trees and stuff. Yeah, they'll be happy here.
There's a frog down by the lake.
A lot of shade.
This park actually has 3 bald eagles that live on the property, and so my little bird watchers were thrilled.
I think it's an osprey. I don't think it's the eagle. I don't know if you can see it up there, but right above that big fluffy white cloud is an eagle. It's flying pretty high. Taryn looked with the binoculars and did an identification on it, and that is one of the bald eagles. It lives near here. It's supposed to live right here on this lake, on this property. I'm kind of hoping it's going to swoop down and have some lunch, because we've been seeing some fish jumps. So maybe, oh look, it's right there now. I can barely see it, and I'm zoomed all the way in. Come back. She's just like flying around the cave. Let's see it. I don't know if you can see it on screen, but it's pretty far away. It looks like a little dot now. A bit further.
And then even more people got sick.
I'm sorry you don't feel good. Poor little man. You caught Mama's cold? Yeah. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry you're sick. You want to come nurse? Yeah.
We were all sick enough that we needed to extend our stay by a couple of days, but we had to move sites within the park, and that was just a complete headache when you don't feel well. And then an accident happened, and we had to make our very first urgent care trip on the road.
Yeah, so picking up outside, getting ready to leave for our travel day, and hit myself in the eye with a pole somehow, and I scratched the cornea, I guess. So we just went and
Scratch the iris. Say cornea?
injury of conjunctiva and corneal abrasion
Ugh,
without foreign body. So there's nothing in there. That's good.
yeah.
Feels like it. So we just went to an urgent care place, and they did their inspection and said that usually it'll clear up in about 48 hours.
But the iris of your eye no longer looks circle. Like, it's weird. I was worried it was really bad. I'm really relieved that it's not serious.
Yeah.
Because like the blue part of your eye now sticks out a little bit further. I wonder if that's going to heal or if you're forever going to be like that.
I'll be disfigured and deformed.
You won't know if I'm looking deep into your eyes or at your funky
I
eye.
just can't stop staring at your eye. It looks so weird.
So this is the second time you've had an eye injury. The first time you had an eye injury, Jude damaged your cornea with his fingernail when he was like 18 months old.
Right. And we went to the emergency room at night when the kids were asleep.
Ty stayed home with them.
And I
Yeah.
they gave me a patch to put over, like a pirate patch. And Taryn came to wake me up in the morning, and she looked at me and, why is Daddy wearing a pirate patch?
No, she came over next to the bed and she woke me up. She said, Mommy, Daddy dressed up like a pirate. But I was really disappointed they didn't bandage it, because you keep touching it and I feel like you're going to get an infection.
It leaks, and so I dab around.
But it's not good enough for you to be able to drive for a few days,
It
so
waters.
we're stuck here for a while.
Yeah.
No driving for a little while. So we'll stay in Watkins Glen a little bit longer. Well, aren't you just full of adventure today?
Yeah.
This was just weird timing because everyone but Jason is sick.
So we've been talking about Mercury being in retrograde and how it screws up travel plans, and
Communication.
I'm a Libra, so it also impacts Libra's ability to communicate. So.
Yes, I can vouch for that. So we should probably just stay put until Mercury leaves retrograde because it messed with us last time. It ruined a bunch of our travel plans. It's messed with us this time. We've had a hard time even just making the most simple reservations even. It's been a challenge.
When does it go out?
July 31st.
That's the end of the month.
I know, we're supposed to be in Maine by then.
I don't want to be in this hillbilly nowhere.
Don't
for
say
that
that.
long. That's what it is.
He's going through culture shock. Like, I thought you would have culture shock a lot in the Pacific Northwest, and you like totally took it in stride. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be fine. We got to upstate New York, and he's like, this place is so weird. This place
is not
weird.
upstate. This is like middle state.
I don't know, but you've had
Middle
a hard
Earth.
time being here.
That's what it is. There's a
out
bunch of
of-
weirdo Middle Earth people here.
Oh, stop saying that. Well, and the thing is like, you haven't struggled anywhere we've been. Like, we took the Texas boy out of Texas, and he's done just fine until we got here. It's been weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time you've really had culture shock, I think. I expected it, like, 2 years ago for you to have culture shock, like 4 months in, but it didn't happen. Not
Taking
me,
it all in stride.
Not me, I'm well traveled. I miss wherever I go.
All right, we gotta go.
Have you ever seen that episode of Friends where Rachel has to do eye drops? That's Jason when he has an eye injury. It is the worst. It's so hard for him.
Come on, get away. Ah! Ah!
That was one drop, you big baby.
All right, I'm done.
Did you try to do your own eye patch?
It doesn't seem to work.
It looks like a toddler did it. I mean, it's so bad. You should have had them put an eye patch on you today. You are something else.
A little bit.
That's a little better. I like your eye patch. Is it DIY?
Yeah.
It was a rough week for us. Between Jason's eye injury and urgent care, plus 5 out of 6 of us were sick, I ended up having pneumonia, a double ear infection, and a UTI that week. It was just completely miserable. We didn't get to see very much of Watkins Glen. We didn't get to do all the things we wanted to do. But we cannot stay longer. We have to move on to Cape Cod.